Hey guys, and welcome back. Today I know that I have like most of my makeup on, but I'm just gonna do like a really quick all matte eye look. But I wanted to film it, I don't know, because it's really quick, really easy, and just doable, wearable, all of the above. So I have my base done and everything like that. My eyes are obviously already primed and all of that. So I'm just gonna zoom you in and we're gonna do a really quick all matte look. So I'm going to be using my Tarte Clay Play Volume 2 palette. I know that it's not an all matte palette, but you can get an all matte look from this. So that's what I'm using because it smells good and it blends easy and it's just like so easy and so quick. Okay, so I'm gonna start with this Royal & Lang Nickel Crease / Smudge brush. It's like a double-sided brush. It has a piece of a lash stuck on it. Just take that off. And I'm going to start with the color Journey. And I'm just gonna blend that right into my crease. And I'm going to diffuse it pretty well. I'm just gonna blend it and blow it out pretty much so that it kind of covers almost like most of my eyelid. And you don't have to be precise when you're doing this because it is just like a random kind of transition crease shade, so it doesn't have to be really precise. And I'm gonna build this up. And I'm gonna build this up pretty well, I would say. So I will be going in several times to this color. I like colors like this because I feel like you can just keep adding it on and adding it on and adding it on. And while you're only using one shade, it looks like you're using several. Okay, so I'm going to stop here and I'm going to highlight my brow bone and I'm going to use the color Solstice, which is this like matte lighter shade. And I'm going to highlight my brow bone with that. Oh, and I'm using this Royal & Lang Nickel detail brush. And I'm focusing most of it right underneath the tip of my arch, like the highest point of my brow, and just kind of blending it downwards, dragging it down. So then I'm going to go into the shade Ember, which is this like warmer kind of brownish color. And I'm gonna put it into my outer corner and into my crease a little bit. And I'm using this Real Techniques Base Shadow Brush just to darken up the crease a little bit. And honestly, this actually might be the only shade that I use to darken up my crease. I just kind of want it to, I want it to look natural, but I want it to look defined. And all matte looks are so easy to do that with. And this is just like such an easy and quick way to do it. I mean, I've only been filming for 7 minutes. So, I mean, it takes like no time. And that's like with me filming, you know, intros and pausing while the dog goes crazy, as he typically does whenever I turn on the camera. So I'm focusing most of this on the outer corner and I'm just kind of pressing and pulling into the crease. So I'm gonna press into the outer corner and just kind of pull it into the crease, kind of stopping as I'm pulling it. I'm only stopping here, so 3/4 of the way into my eye. I don't want to go all the way in because then it's going to close off my eyes too much, so I'm focusing most of the product here, and once it's mostly off my brush, I'm just going to drag it in. And then I'm going to go back into my brush that I used initially, this crease / smudge brush, and I'm going to pick up Journey again, and I'm just going to brush the outer edges to blend it all out. Okay, then I'm going to take my Visanti Eyeshadow 2 flat shader brush, and I'm going to go into the shade Sand. I'm going to see how this looks on the lid, just to kind of open it up a little bit. And I'm just taking it right from the inner corner, about halfway into my eye, and stopping there, just to kind of open up the eye a little bit more. And I am doing it partway with my eye open, so I know when my eye's open, obviously, and I'm looking at somebody, where the shadow needs to be. So I'm just gonna tilt my head back a little bit and continue along where I see that line is when my eye is open, just like that. And then I'm gonna just take my dual-ended brush again and just kind of go right over it and blend it all together. Okay, and then I'm just gonna take this smaller Bodyography Pro flat shader brush, and I'm gonna go into Solstice. This is just a little bit more precise than the other one, and I'm just gonna pop it right in the inner corner to highlight my inner corner, which is the same shade that I used for my brow bone. And I like to do this a lot. Actually, I like to use the same highlight for my inner corner that I do for my brow bone. I don't know, I just feel like it is a little bit more cohesive, and I just like that look. And then for my lower lash line, I kind of want it to be soft and not really defined, kind of how the crease is up above, and I'm really just gonna mirror it. So I'm just gonna use this little e.l.f. I think this is just like a pencil brush, I'm not really sure. e.l.f. never writes their names on their brushes, so e.l.f., please. I know you're not listening, but for the sake of everybody out there when we're buying brushes, I just wanna know what it is. So I'm gonna take Journey on this e.l.f., I'm assuming smudge or pencil brush, who knows what it's called. And I'm just gonna go right along the edge, almost like all the way around to the inside of my eye. I'm stopping right at the inner corner right here. And then I'm gonna take the other end of my blending brush and I'm going to go into Ember and just kind of focus it right on the outer corner of my lower lash line. Okay, so I'm just going to throw in some liner, mascara, lashes, and I will be back so you can see what the end result is. So yeah, guys, this is the finished look. I just kind of finished it off with some liner, some lashes, and a lip. This is ColourPop's Saturday. I think it's a Matte X formula. I don't really know because the stuff wipes off on all of ColourPop stuff, so I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of how I get this really quick, easy, all matte eye look. I love it. You can do it with any colors, any palette, any brush, anything of anything. You can really do it probably with like 2 brushes, maybe 3. And it's just really easy and really quick. And this is pretty much my go-to when I don't know what I'm doing. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye. Guys, and welcome back. Actually, I'm shutting this. To my Tarte Clay Play palette, and I know that this is not an all matte palette, but you can get an all matte look from it. So oh wait, actually I gotta do a thumbnail.